inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. Off we go from the Sunshine State. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special, and needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards and a first down, Chiefs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Finding space at the 15. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Jaguars nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's Remigio. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. To start the drive with Pacheco. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, KC.
1st down, Chiefs.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
He'll get this out wide. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield. But none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The Jaguars offense ready for their 2nd possession. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Rolling to the left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with Etienne. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion is Hunter. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out.
Penalty is declined.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down, Chiefs.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
It's going to be third. They need one. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. So instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Into the hands of Juju. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
9 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 46, here's second and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 10.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Chiefs on top. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. As we are ready to get back underway. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Quickly to Thomas on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Thomas Jr. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Etienne. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Lawrence. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
On comes the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Returnable for Remigio. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. A short one caught by Kelsey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. Whoa! And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
To throw is Lawrence. That's swung out to ETN. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
They'll run. It's ETN. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
To the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Lawrence. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Jaguars
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's complete to ETN. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Jaguars 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Kelsey. A gain of 24 through the air. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down, Kansas
The
City.
defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Begins with a carry from Etienne. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Here's a short one. He's got Strange.
Complete to Brenton Strange. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now here's Lawrence. Open right side. That's Strange, the tight end. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Good for a Jaguar.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he is out of bounds. Markham, that's a 25. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the toss here to Etienne. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And good work defensively. He'll stop this one after a gain of 5, and it will be 4th and long.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down. but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Foye Oluokun with the play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He'll get this out to the left right, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. Try left side with Etienne. A short gain up to the 20. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Mahomes on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That is hauled in at the 5, and he's going to be brought down. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Down Chiefs.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead.
Jaguars 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. A give to ETN. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made by Christian Fulton. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Lawrence. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
It's Thomas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
27 more yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass caught by the tight end, Strange.
Complete to Brenton Strange. A gain of 4. brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To the right, on the run, it's Etienne. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
So we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Andy Reid wants another look at that, and Big Red has thrown the red
Previous
challenge
play
flag.
is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look was conclusive. The feet were in, and this will be ruled a complete pass. Butker now for the point after. His kick is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jaguars 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Etienne. The defense stringing him out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll step up and run this. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Hunt team out, ready to send this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Aluakin on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing is Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
First down throw, Mahomes into the hands of Juju. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Chiefs first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now, Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Big-time completion right there. And this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are going to extend their lead.
Chiefs 35, Jaguars 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Lawrence now on second down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8. To throw is Lawrence. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Man in motion is Brown. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Jaguars.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Moving to his left.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Lawrence. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll run for it with ETN, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Open man downfield is Brown. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback, Mike. I mean, he knew where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
They put Kelsey in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. Still first down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.